XP Pro Eyewear. I am Waxen and One Wing, bringing you the Counter-Strike action for the best of one gauntlet for this Friday. Wing, our tournament is also sponsored by Logitech here for the Counter-Strike portion. And speaking of Counter-Strike, tell me a little bit about the Counter-Strike that has been going on already up until this lunch on Friday.
Well, it's been typical UK CS. We've had a few stomps, which is expected during the early games. Although I should notice that the first game we had on stream, the game between the Snooze and I've actually already forgotten the other one, but yeah, the first game. No, yes, border hoppers. That was it. Sorry, B Dog. I forgot about you. Love you. we do love you, B Dog. But yeah, no, that was an absolute banger. So you do get the chance, go back and watch that one. That was brought to you by Felix and Yui on the cast. But obviously the CS tournament, it's still in its infancy. It's early days. But there's always those three questions we ask every single epic.
That are?
Who's going to win the title? Who's going to win Inters? And will Dweg make playoffs?
Well, it's a great question because the upcoming series, it's the best of one, we will have the opportunity to see if Dweg can continue the undefeated streak so far. He's been, well, it's hard to say his team's been doing amazing because one of the victories was a bye.
Yeah, so they played one game.
Yeah, and they won it.
13-0.
So they have yet to lose a round in the tournament, and it's lunchtime on Friday.
Yep. Mind you, we were at this exact position this time last Epic, and they didn't qualify for playoffs, which it's a very Dweg thing to do. But he has surrounded himself with one of the better teams within the UK, the core of 29 average age.
Wow.
Nem, Dexy, Nuke Dog. It's a very strong lineup, and I think if Dweg fails to make playoffs with this time around, with this team around him and the competition here at EPIC47,
he's never going to make it.
He's never going to make playoffs.
Well, let's look at the opponents. So I think this should, in theory, be quite easy work for Dweg and the boys, because on the other side of them, there is a team that also played 2 games, no buys for them, and they're looking currently with an 0-2 record. So you could argue one of those defeats was versus Coalesce.
Yeah.
Rough showing, but 13-1, they got around.
That against Coalesce, that's fine. That can be forgiven. That's a top 5 team in the UK right now, Coalesce. Yeah. They've not had the best season, but the players they have, that is incredibly a tough game.
And historically as well, they've had a lot of success.
Yeah, no. So losing to Coalesce, there is no shame in that. Unfortunately, the other game, the 13-3 loss to the Comet Clan, that's a bit more cause for concern here for the opponents of BAG, that being Ladder Funny. I don't think we ever actually mentioned that. It's the British Aussie gang versus Ladder Funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a really tough game for Ladder Funny, and I think BAG are going to continue their winning ways, but never count out the Dweg Disaster class.
How many wins does BAG need to make the playoffs?
I think realistically you're looking at about 4 or 5 wins.
So we don't win here.
That's more than halfway.
That is a great start. I mean, obviously we can't just count them in because Ladder Funny, they got out of the way one of the strongest teams that they could have faced. So maybe the pressure is completely off, right? We're 0-2 down. We might as well play our best and see what happens. And versus a team that, they know that Dweg has this pressure on his shoulders. So he might be tanking a little bit. He might be the one struggling. Yes, he's got on paper the experience and he shouldn't feel the nerves, but statistically speaking, he always does. So if Ladder Funny can maybe exploit that, depending on the map pick, we are looking at this meta that the likes of Furia are exploiting a lot by hitting the side with the weakest player. And in theory, Dweg will be the weakest player. So if we have Ladder Funny going in on the T side first, I wouldn't be surprised if they would just prioritize figuring out what Dweg plays and just hitting the time and time again.
And that's going to be a very interesting thought. How are BAG going to incorporate Dweg into this lineup? Are they going to stick him on a bomb site on his own, saying you've not played with us for very long, we think you do your own thing, that's where you'll be best? Or will they realize, oh wait, it's Dweg, we should probably put someone with him because otherwise that site's going to be a bit weak?
It's a great question, and again, it will be very much map dependent, right? The veto is ever so crucial, especially when it comes to best of ones. This current day and age, most tournaments have a best of 3s. We've seen some tournaments try best of 2s, but best of 1s are still quite rare, and it's maybe one of those opportunities for the likes of Ladder Funny, the underdog, to play their best map, right?
Exactly.
I assume there's not a lot of tape on them. BAG might not know what Ladder Fanny's pick might be to ban it out and take it out of the pool. So if Ladder Fanny is this, a nuke specialist team, and they somehow ended up playing nuke, imagine they could just upset BAG. Of course, this is just in theory.
That's all theoretical,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we should probably point out that 29 average are very strong on nuke, so maybe that one's not the
But
play
is
to go
Dweg?
for. Good question. Good point, actually. Yeah, we did have him on stream back at EPIC47, and they did lose on nuke. So you never know. You never know.
Obviously, our job here, as always, is to make this seem as competitive as possible. But realistically, this is more of a fun matchup. One of these two teams will be actually getting, like we said, potentially very high up in the standings with a victory here, whereas the other is most likely looking at not making the playoffs. Because if you are going to be 0-3 at the end of this match, your chances are dwindling by a significant margin.
Yeah, but also it's good to point out that just because you fail to qualify for playoffs on day one, there's always the intermediates tournament here at Epic Lands. Another thing we put on to just make the experience a lot more fun for the teams competing, even those who maybe don't live up to the expectations they were hoping for. There's always that backup tournament that they can go and play and have a bit more fun.
If I would become a player and try an Epic, I would probably go for intermediates. I'll be like, on Friday, they just practice. And hey, if we upset some people, maybe we'll try a little bit harder. But let's save the best for the inters because, I'm not that great.
Oh, same. Yeah, my eyes would be solely set on that Inter's crown, but a team with a caliber of 29 average, even with that anchor around their feet and Dweg, they will still be looking at a playoff run. So
the anchor is.
We're being very harsh to Dweg, but honestly, we have a lot of respect for Dweg. He is Epic Land's adopted son from the other side of the world, and we do love him. And we hope, honestly, I kind of hope he makes playoffs
One day,
maybe.
But maybe not today. We'll see. I'm still joking, of course. Someone clipped that and sent it to Dweg post stream. So, what maps do you think are fun to play in a best of one? Right. Again, we're not looking at the two teams that where these two teams are arguably not in contention of winning the tournament. Even if one of them is trying to make playoffs, at that point they will be facing some of the favorites in best of threes, which would mean they're going to struggle a little bit to do that. So, best of ones. I did mention Nuke, right? You don't really want to ever play Nuke in a best of one.
It really depends on the opposition. I mean, for best of ones, the most common thing is to go towards the more puggy maps, your Mirages, your Ancients, your Dust 2s. Yeah. But if I were Ladder Funny, I would look at what's across the server from me and think, maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe we do throw in a curveball. Okay. Maybe we do throw in something like an Overpass or maybe an Anubis, the recent re-addition to the pool, of course. Maybe that might catch them out a little bit. If you've done a little bit of homework on that, maybe it's where you could really surprise them, especially if you start on that T side.
Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. And I also think maybe you should consider maps that are a little bit more enclosed. You don't want to go for those long-range duels with a team that, in theory, should be out-aiming you and outgunning you in those longer range combats. But if you can get it scrappy, get involved, up close and personal, maybe pull up some shenanigans, pop flashing out and taking your opponents by surprise is gonna be the way to go, especially because this is a team with an effective standing on the opposition from BAG. Their protocols of, I'm waiting anti-flash, you're holding, are not gonna be as clean as you would expect from a 5-stack all the time. So if you catch someone with a random flash, swing out and get 2 or 3 kills, that's gonna pretty much guarantee you a round victory. I like how we're breaking down basic Counter Strike. It's quite
but it's a good point. If I were in the position of Ladder Funny, my goal would be to cause as much chaos as possible.
Yeah.
Just completely throw all protocols out of the window and, really make BAG work for it. And we do actually have the veto coming in right now. And, all that surprise that we were talking about, that's gone out the window. It's gone to the Aimer's Paradise of Dust 2.
Yeah, and Ladder Funny had the opportunity to go for Nuke, by the way. It was between Nuke and Dust 2, so we we did our research, Wing. People might be doubting us, but we never doubted ourselves. Hear that, Mom? We will have Dust 2. And on the bright side, I think the upside of going to Dust 2 when we have the knife rounds is that it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, some teams prefer T side, some teams prefer CT side. Like Vitality likes T side because Zywoo just hits 5 shots through the double doors every single round. But I think it's fine if you lose the knife round and you start on the CT side as well. And like Nuke, whereas depending on a knife round in a best of one is kind of terrible.
Yeah, I think Dust 2, it's a relatively 50-50 map.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can exploit on the CT side, a lot you can exploit on the T side. So having it be in a best of one, it makes that life round not matter quite as much. Although every team will still have their preference, as you mentioned. So,
I like this.
yeah, they've gone to different areas.
This is good. Next time, let's do B knife round. I think this would be a cool addition, like change up.
It'd be really different. In the tunnels, like single file.
Yeah. Why not? Just go 1v1, and then if you win, you go back at the end of the queue. You get contact in short. Okay. XCO finds the first onto them, so it's already a lot of funny with the first kill of the series.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep it up, because right now maybe not quite so much. But yeah, as we say, this is just knife round 2 pick sides.
What do you think of, like, Counter-Strike stealing something from Call of Duty and just being able to throw your knife away?
That would be. I don't know how I'd feel about that, to be honest. I think that would be really weird. I mean, for me,
just for knife rounds.
So you wouldn't. So
you wouldn't be able to do it in the middle of the game.
I was thinking do it in the middle of the game, throw your knife around, but then you wouldn't be able to move as quickly silently with your knife out. So that might be a bit of a gameplay mechanic. You get that instant damage hit, but you then compromise yourself for the rest of the round.
I like that as well. But I think just knife rounds would make knife rounds much funnier. You throw your knife, you miss, then you have to run and pick up the knife.
Or just get more than 1 HP with decoys.
Yeah.
That might be an option.
Yeah, why not? Well, there we are. British Aussie gang, BAG, on their full name, are going to be the team winning the knife round. So I assume they will be starting on the T side. Is that fair to say? They want the AKs as soon as possible, probably.
Yeah, I think they'll want the rifles out as soon as they can get them, because obviously Dust 2, such long range angles, particularly over towards A and mid.
But that's what I mean. I think they want to get the rifles on the T side because the AKs are probably going to be easier to use than the M4s to gun them down.
Yeah, of it. Yeah, okay. They
do. No.
There we go. They switch sides. So
never mind.
Yeah, so as ever, our wonderful analysis immediately goes out the windows, just like the map veto. But yes, BAG will be starting on the CT side. Ladder Funny with all the initiative on their side. They do have a little bit of a B spawn do the T side, so it'd be interesting to see if they choose to capitalise that. But also, it looks like players towards the long as well, and we'll find out what they plan on doing. It's a bit of a mixed split here for the T side. BAG going for a bit of aggression up through middle here. Nem goes to get right up in the face of the T side, and it's actually going to be Dexy there. Nem takes the dink, but the kill still goes the way of BAG. Murky Dual Berettas making themselves known on the B site. Dexy is able to escape through the safety of the double doors. Ladder Funny closing in through lower and top mid. Yeah, does knock Dexy off the angle. But Nuke Dog there immediately in support. Shaq dispatched off crisply and cleanly.
3-player crossfire in mid. I mean, only 1 CT will be necessary to find that kill. And now with 2 players advantage, despite Nem taking that early ding, will still guarantee enough players to trade evenly. Ladder Funny are reading this correctly. They're going to send Losty towards the upper tunnels. If Losty can find a kill on Murky, never mind. It's Dexy quickly on the trail. XCO is going to find 1 kill, but the bomb's been revealed. Look at the B opening, though. Murky doesn't get the connection there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be expecting this. Losty, perfect opportunity, but Murky, those dual Berettas, too many bullets, too many headshots. And Losty dispatched off, so it's all going to be on XCO, but Murky, once again, those 2 guns getting 2 kills as BAG take the pistol.
I like that from British Aussie gang. I thought they might be actually kind of underestimating Ladder Funny and disrespect them. But no, they went with a calculated mid-push. After they found the kill, they retreated. They didn't want to lose the advantage. Then they set up the 3-player crossfire in mid. And I think it's an excellent approach from them because you could always get surprised in these best-of-ones.
Yeah, it was very calculated. They weren't taking any unnecessary risks. You may think, oh, we're absolutely the favourite team. We can kind of just do whatever we want. No, British Aussie gang, they know what's on the line. They want Dweg in playoffs. And they
want themselves in playoffs.
They want themselves in playoffs, but I mean, they know that getting Dweg in playoffs would be just a lot of eyes on them as well.
Walton with a deagle. This is not a force, by the way, just pistols for some of the Ladder Funny players. Losty is going to get sprayed down through the smoke and the wall. Nuke Dog did take a lot of damage there. And so did Murky, by the way.
Yeah, so that B site has been softened up a little bit. Those deagles could do a lot of damage here, but as I say, that Murky rotating back in to try and support.
Still potential here. Just a couple of shots to the bodies would work, but look at the push from long. It is Dexy and them. And the tunnel players are gonna they're gonna try to clear, but they're getting cleared instead. Block and Deagle last for Shaq. Gotta get sprayed down. The UMP of Nem actually finds a double, so it's gonna be extra dollars in the bank.
Pay for itself.
Yeah, worth it. And now let's look at the utility. That's gonna be the first thing I'm interested in, because Ladder Funny did not plant the bomb either of the rounds. There's a flash. 3 flashes, okay. There's one smoke and 3 flashes.
They're going full firepower here.
Kind of rough.
AKs across the board. This is all going to come down to this opening long fight. And
Did you get it?
Yeah, Lost is actually going to pick off Dexy. Murky is there with the trade, so equal numbers now. And retreating back through the double doors, Ladder Funny have lost all of that map control, but they had fought so hard to try and get Echo Angel down to 2 HP as well. Autumn will pick off Nuke Dog. That splits the CTs in 2, and they are forced to make a decision. Do they try and close that gap, or do they anchor themselves in towards the sites? They're choosing the former. Closing in, Murky trying to take the fight on towards the cap. A Shaq dispatches of him. Nem chiming in from short though with a double to keep the numbers at 2 apiece. Shaq.
Nice.
Ooh, crisp and clean, and that has drawn Dweg out of position.
You want to make the playoffs, Dweg? Show us what you got. Go for the clutch, but look at the bomb. Hold the map. Wow, the Dweg's never going to expect this.
No, all just a bait. Shaq, just merely a distraction.
Oh, Josh. Parkour.
Josh, what are you doing?
Thank you, Observer, for catching that on camera. Shaq is actually going to hear Dweg right now as he reveals his position with the flash. Someone clip that, please. It's definitely going to be used later on. Dweg jumping down, dropping, coming in, getting shot, and Shaq is going to find a hat trick to get Ladder Funny their first victory.
Masterful clutch attempt there from Joshua Nathan.
Thank you for the replay. Yes, this is absolute cinema.
I'm sorry.
5? No, 6. Oh my goodness, 6 attempts to fully get up catwalk is crazy, no?
Yeah, you can see why he surrounded himself with the best players to make playoffs. Dear me. Anyway, so Ladder Funny with a round win under their belts. British Aussie gang are going to force back in. Dexy bringing out that big green AWP. Dweg operating with an SMG. Minor concession. Still a Galil in play for Ladder Funny as well, so not a perfect buy for either team.
And they're still looking very, very weak on utility. They prioritized 2 HGs over smokes, and they had the money for more utility. Anyway, this shot from Dexy getting down to 36. Will stay alive, but now Ladder Funny have control of short. Dweg is going to be there with the MP9 playing contact. Pixel flashed off the angle. Can't really see what's happening because there's a first blood fight in mid that Marky comes on top.
Yeah, Echo Angel completely caught out there. Was expecting the fight, but just not able to win it on that occasion. She will have to regroup for another round. Mexico spotted out as well, tagged down to just half HP. So I'm trying to find a little bit of information over towards the A site, but Ladder Funny, 50 seconds on the clock. They do need to begin to make a decision about their end game.
Nuke Dog. If you catch him here, you won't, but if you would have, it would have been great. Flashes coming in, they're a bit too far left. 2 deep flashes, not going to work, and Nuke Dog will be more than happy after finding a double there.
Yeah, Murky still watching the long angle as well with Dweg tucked in towards Goose. 2 versus 2 hit on this A site. Xcode does actually pick off Murky, so now Dweg needs to be the hero here. Try and buy as much time as possible for them and Dexy to get back into position.
15 seconds.
Yeah, Dexy's on the first flash too long. The bomb is still out long. What are Ladder Funny doing? They are playing with fire right now, and they still need to cross this angle. Low HP on the bomb carrier. There
5, 4. Op comes in.
Is
the plant is
going to get planted in time.
It is.
Just about, but unfortunately, Ladder Funny whittling down the clock too much there. Not expecting Dexy on that fast flank, and they have no time to fight back. So BAG with an instant response. A strong round individually from Ladder Funny, but that little bit of coordination, just keeping that eye on the clock, it can be so costly.
What do you think of that Goose positioning with the MP9 fighting long?
It's a choice.
Yep.
It's not one that I would make personally. I think with that MP9, you're probably better off just tucking in towards the site, playing around the boxes. Yeah, you might theoretically be baiting your teammates a little bit more, but then the longer you stay alive, the longer you're lying in wait, and the less that the T side would expect you. I think taking that long range fight with the MP9, especially post nerf, that's a bit of a risky play.
You go in hands. Okay. This is going to be a shooting gallery. Dweg's going to find a double. We're going for the triple. Nuke Dog does not want to allow Dweg to get that. We have Walton running away with the Deagle. Where is Losty? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all the way back to... Losty was waiting for the push from them, but happened.
And crucially, the bomb being dropped outside of the doors, the CTs would have gained that information, and you saw them closing in around it. That allowed Nuke Dog to get that pick off onto Losty. So, Ladder Funny, the minutiae of their game is really costing them. Obviously, you think back a couple rounds to those flashes at long where Nuke Dog could see clearly and get those 2 kills.
Yeah.
And now dropping the bomb, which allows BAG to get the information of its presence and push through. These are little mistakes you cannot afford to be making against a team of this quality, as much as we will meme on Dweg.
Yeah, of course. Losty has the AWP, I believe, for the first time this half. Not going to find anything mid on the cross. And that's Murky with a freebie. And, you know, a player in lower, when you were up, was holding mid, not being communicated to. It's kind of a tragedy.
Yeah, maybe not the right angle to watch it. I mean, there are different angles you can watch with that AWP, and I guess the one that was selected wasn't able to spot Murky, and yeah, it has cost them dearly. 3 kills. Yeah, like I say, the minute part of the games are letting them down, and unfortunately, it seems to be spiraling out of control a bit right now for Ladder Funny. BAG almost in cruise control, but
nice.
Yeah, Losty trying his best to make something happen.
4 more of these, please. We also didn't, at least I didn't mention, Dexy also has the AWP. Playing already in camp. Ooh, Nem's going to actually flash and not cleared. Gets the headshot onto Shaq. It's going to be a 1 versus 1 in long. But look at the hungry British Aussies coming behind. Oh, that's a very good swing from Losty. Now turns around. That's 35 seconds. Does Losty have the smoke? Yes, they do.
Yeah, towards CT. That with Dweg on short, that smoke's not really going to mean a massive amount. He's just going to tug in and wait for the rest of BAG to make their move. They are now circling in, trying to pincer him in from long.
Dweg is very, very patient and slightly scared. It doesn't matter. Look at the push coming from behind. Bish Bash Bosh. Nuke Dog takes Losty out. But it was a good attempt from Losty towards the later portions of the round. If Losty manages to find that impact in the first 20-30 seconds of the round, then Ladder Funny can actually build on that.
Yeah, we can highlight those 2 kills from Losty, but also the information. He was the AWP watching mid. He did not spot Murky, and unfortunately, that triple kill in some ways is a bit on Losty as well. So, and this is something that Ladder Funny are really going to need to work on. Just a little bit of communication, a little bit of team play.
I don't think that HE actually covers the cross, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced. It sometimes depends on how the HE chooses to bloom.
Right, deep HE might have caught someone. Oof, it wasn't deep enough though.
Yeah, just a little tickle of Losty's toesies.
But see, they're moving Dweg around. So instead of like sticking someone to hit with him or just abandoning him on the side, he's been moved around. And they might be playing spawns, but he's been, well, A, 6 rounds, and now he's moved to B.
Yeah, they are putting a lot of faith in Dweg, which is very nice to see.
Yep. Oh, finds a double spray down through the smoke. Dweg about to give up the angle where 3 players were coming to him. And this is a half buy, so not a big investment. Smoke's coming out. Dweg shooting gallery again, gets a double kill to finish things off. And BAG are cruising through this first map. Well, only map. So.
Yeah, it's cruising through this best of 1, looking to keep their undefeated streak alive. As we take them up to 3-0, top of the tree.
I'm looking at more AWPs. That's what I want to see. Losty had some impact with it. If Losty could pick it up again. Yeah, okay. Does Losty have to spawn?
Ooh, someone on the cross, but not able to connect that shot.
And Dexy wants to fight that. I think, no, Dexy's just holding.
Yeah, we were looking at head-to-head, but meanwhile the fight going down at long.
Oh, did that Dweg? Down to 3.
No, Dweg was fighting over towards long. Him and Exco going head-to-head and tagging each other up heavily.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Losty does actually get the opening kill
is that a
in
Nova?
the meantime. Yes, it is a Nova in the
Out
hands of
mid.
Walton. This is some interesting play, and not where you'd really expect a Nova to be. Switching over to the AWP. Nuke Dog not activated quickly enough, and can't connect the shot either.
How?
BHG, maybe some of the minutiae of their game struggling a little bit, and meanwhile,
B's open!
Yeah, Ladder Funny walking their way in towards B.
No smokes, no flashes, the misses the AWP shot.
Yeah, AWP was looking to hold the angle, but Walton just walking straight out into the crosshair of Murky. Nuke Dog really not expecting the player over towards Car. Shaxx HE will blow him out of the round. 3 Ts in towards the site, but the bomb still yet to cross. Has now been tossed over, but Murky peeking back in, missed AWP shot.
Drake setting up. Utility for the retake. 2 low players.
Yeah, Murky picking up Losty as well. Xco tucking into the car. They may not expect the second player here. Able to dodge the flash easily. Sveen and Shaq and Xco 2 kills apiece. It's going to be on Nem up against Shaq here. Shaq swinging into the fight, but Nem wins it out. Ladder Funny, a very valiant attempt manipulating that CT defense beautifully. BAG still coming away with the round.
I think that was all, I believe, Walton in mid. Just walking out, Nova in hand, smoke, Molly thrown randomly in the smoke, doesn't pop, steals the op, gets away, misses a shot, somehow makes it to B. And I think if Ladder Funny has at least one smoke for that B, they could be probably holding the side. But of course, in the end, it was a great retake coming in from BAG.
Yeah, Morton spotting a player on the cross there with the scout. Getting early information, but the fight's going out towards long. It's going to be one out by Nuke Dog. Losty really trying to make an impact, but unfortunately not just not able to break through when it matters. Mid has been opened up in the meantime. BAG committing a lot of resources in towards the long fight, and also this upper tunnels push coming through now. Murky and Dexy taking that on. Taking map control away from Ladder Funny, but potentially opening up gaps for the T side. Oh,
Team kill!
Echo Angel picking off Walton. The team kill, not what she would have wanted. Her first kill of the game goes onto one of her own team. But Shaq and Xco trying to wrestle this one back into contention now for Ladder Funny.
Shaq gonna get HE pushed into side. Regfree gets the final kill, 8-1. And I do find it quite poetic that Echo Angel found a flying kill first. It was mid-air. Murky was wondering why they're not dying. It's because they were killing each other. But again, it was Scout holding it and did not give the information, did not spot. I mean, what is Murky doing? He's not no-clipping to the world, I hope. You got to spot that because it's the second or third round, I believe, we've seen his mistake.
Yeah, unfortunately the mistakes have been piling up for Ladder Funny. What started as a little trickle has turned into a waterfall.
Murky's got the fake howl. Swing out, Murky again finds the opening. How many openings Murky found? Double will not go as that's an MP7 from Shaq coming out of lower.
Okay,
this fire burns always, Dweg. Thank you for confirming as excuse will find a kill elsewhere.
All Dweg's ever wanted is his destiny to be fulfilled. Making playoffs is his dream, but unfortunately, despite his best, he's trying his best to make it not happen. BAG is still up 8-1.
Dweg has to give up the angle, down to 7 HP. Nuke Dog will find a nice USB headshot, and Echo Angel finally getting some numbers up. That's a beautiful headshot. 58 seconds, plenty of time. They could be rotating. And now, they have a smoke for the cross. Dexy is very far away, needs to pick up. They're going to allow the plant here to wing.
Yeah, and Dweg on low HP, he can't really afford to fight this. He needs to wait for the activation of Dexy, but all this time it's giving Echo Angel an opportunity to get this bomb down and get into an anchor position. Smoke and a Molotov to work with as well. Cut off as many angles as she deems possible.
Here's the utility. EWP will miss. Reveals the position. Dweg gives away his angle as well. Echo Angel brings it back to a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, Dexy 5-7 out, switching away from the AWP, but Echo Angel's going to win it out, a triple kill. Her first 3 kills of the game. Get Ladder Funny their second round, and you can hear the screams from across the land hall.
Absolutely deserved. We spoke about that earlier. Team kill. It was just around before Echo Angel realizing, I gotta get back my team in this one. It all started with Dweg putting on a barbecue or whatever, and then Echo Angel just showing off.
Okay, so a little bit of tech issue.
I hope that's the
no
case.
no damage was done. So this round can be reset. Which even Dwake's gone. Dwake's gone in sympathy.
You know, I thought this could be just like a power move. It's like, yo,
We,
I
we,
1v3 this. We're out of there.
our job here is complete. We've done what we need to. We've embarrassed you. We're going.
Oh my god! But Echo Angel, and I thought it was a bit of a mistake not using the incendiary or the smoke. But the fact that they decided to tuck into sight and not reveal their potential position was the Dwag cam is here, everybody. But it was the correct decision because it allowed the op didn't know where to focus in first. There was no pre-fire, missed the shot, swung around, killed Dwag, and then converted the victory. So Echo Angel doing the maybe slightly unconventional thing that enables to surprise the BAG gang, and this is what we talked about, that chaos that's needed from them to actually pull out a little bit more round victories.
Yeah, indeed. We said embrace the chaos. For the most part in this game, it looks like they've been causing themselves more chaos, but in that moment, they were able to channel it and get themselves a second round. Maybe it's the start of something more, potentially. Yeah. A little bit of individual inspiration to light that spark within the team.
Oh, and this is the clutch. Echo Angel brought it back into a 1v1. And I gotta kind of question Dexy here a little bit, Wing. Dexy did a whole like around the map. Could have picked up a rifle anywhere in the process. There were 7 dead players, and they opted to keep the AWP. Obviously, we saw missing the shot, and not only missing the shot. Then when you switch into a 5.7, if you had a rifle, it's a different ball game.
I understand the keeping of the AWP. Long, as in its name, is an extremely long angle, and maybe you feel a little bit more confidence with the AWP in that situation. But you do have to get that kill. You have to connect that shot if you're going to take that gamble on the AWP. A player like Dexy, him missing in that situation is very surprising. And as soon as Dweg goes down, he is going to be on the back foot, and he knew it. You saw him switch to the 5.7, try and make something happen, a bit more close range. But unfortunately, not winning out. The AK is superior. So I do understand what you're saying, but I also understand the player's idea of thinking.
Yeah, I guess it's good to be confident. And, you know, the score was, what, you were up 8-2 at that point. So maybe it doesn't matter, you're losing a round. But I'm just saying, if you're a team that will make playoffs and you are a team that wants to compete versus the very best here at EPIC47, you can't miss those shots. Or if you're not going to be able to hit those shots, you should have reconsidered your options before you got to that point, right? So you got to prevent and kind of plan well ahead of how you can best do that. Maybe the other alternative would have been like Dweg was low and short. Maybe instead of going all the way around long, maybe gather up and play alongside Dweg and refrag. Send him as a body. He will die 7 HP and then refrag. I mean, could have been a body with 100 HP, but this time the disadvantage was there.
Yeah. It is that sort of is that thing. So yeah, it may be a little bit of team play misunderstanding because Dweg swinging out as well. Maybe not what was going to be ideal in that situation. Maybe
the scoreline's not 11-2, is it?
I don't believe so. No, I believe it was 8-2. Yeah,
I think it was 8-2.
That's a tech issue we can sort. We can yell at our production team afterwards. Well, they know we hate them.
Okay, wow. So yeah, well, with this round victory now, I think the confidence must be at an all-time high. We did hear obviously the scream, the confidence from the players. So, are you gonna ramp up the pace?
I think you have to keep the pressure on, but obviously this extended technical pause is not going to help them in any way. Just as they were starting to build some momentum, get that fire back inside them, it's not been snuffed out, but it's whittling away. It's turning a bit more into charcoal than a full-fledged flame, and because we don't know how long this tech pause is going to last, so they're gonna need to keep it going.
Ooh. Yeah. With that being said, Wing, shall we talk about Dweg a little bit? I know we we're not trying to meme him.
No.
We were joking at the beginning of the series, but like some of the things that our fabulous observer caught on camera from Dweg's POV deserve to be mentioned.
Yeah. Look, we have to put this out there. Dweg's had some good moments in this game. That hold on the B site as they were walking
double kills,
out.
yeah, of course,
He's holding his own, and the team is showing a lot of faith in him.
Yeah.
But then you see the Xbox clip, and we've already shown it a couple of times, and the Molly. But yeah, it doesn't always inspire too much confidence, and I don't know if he's. I hope he's not just playing. I hope he's just playing up for the camera, but I'm not
Yeah, but
entirely convinced.
okay, in the Xbox clip, he was the sole CT alive. Understandable. Uh, but in the Molly clip, it was he was trying to retake this. I actually think this is my favorite. I think I prefer the incendiary clip over the Xbox.
Yeah, it's a very interesting one, and I mean sometimes you will mess up utility. That's just part of the game. It happens at all sort of levels of Counter Strike. But
Shall we get like a in the corner a mini Dweg cam that just follows Dweg's action? No, no. Okay.
I think that'd be funny. But unfortunately, I think that's a little bit beyond our technical capabilities here with what we have available here at EPIC47.
But maybe for EPIC48, that's something we should keep in mind and plan for it in advance. Obviously, jokes aside, this is looking like it's heading in the way of the British Aussie gang. At least the first half is. But Ladder Funny with one or eventually even two rounds here. An 8-4 half is not that bad considering BAG chose to start on CT, so that is their preferred side. 8 rounds on the preferred side of Dust 2 is not that great. You could always argue that the opponents winning the pistols and converting the first few couple of rounds will then turn the game on its head.
I've seen 11-1 halves on Dust 2 that have gone to overtime. So honestly, Ladder Funny, they're already doing better than that. So there is potentially a competition to make this competitive.
We also have to say BAG have lost their first 2 rounds of the tournament, right? So far, had yet to lose a round. Yeah. So now, 2 rounds down already. Maybe they're going to be struggling. Maybe they are the ones that went and unplugged the electricity from their home. They were afraid. They felt the breathing down their necks.
I mean, to ex-commentary partner Eternal J is here. Maybe he's doing some little bit of mischief.
Yeah, isn't he doing like some actual organizational work?
Ooh, it's all a conspiracy.
We have the script, ladies and gentlemen. Sue. I don't know if the audience at home could hear that, but that was loud.
That was a very loud script.
That was. My ears feel hurt right now. Who has been the standout player for you, Wing? Looking at the Ladder Funny lineup, and then we'll talk about the BAG lineup. But yeah, out of their 5 players, we did mention the Clutch.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can actually consider her the standout player so far because, the team kill, the 0 up until now. Yeah, is it XQO for you? XCO, sorry. Is Shaq?
I'm looking at between those two, XCO and Shaq. I think both of them have had a lot of significant impact, significant entries, and also I think in Shaq's case, a couple of decent closing attempts.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult to judge when the team is very disorganized, as Ladder Funny have been for the majority of this half. Individual ability can only take you so far, and unfortunately, I think Ladder Funny do need to just get a little bit more cohesion in some of their plays because, as we've mentioned a couple of times, the missing players pushing into lower, missing players on the cross over towards the double doors, or over towards the B site. Apologies. It's very difficult for an individual to truly shine in that environment.
It might even be the case that this is their first LAN ever.
It could be, yeah.
And if that is the case, they're doing fine.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I first played my first LAN, I was not playing this well, and I was making way more mistakes. We bombed out a tournament big time, right? So, if this is their first LAN tournament, even getting like 4 or 5 rounds overall versus a team such as BAG is going to be great confidence for the future of these players.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of it also is just the experience of it. Yeah. Coming to an event like this, so 37 other teams in attendance, going to get some of the best teams in the UK. Even if you're not expected to win, the best you can do is enjoy it, and they seem to be having fun. As we said, we heard the screams when they won that 1 versus 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, they seem to be enjoying it, and that's what really matters at the end of the day.
I agree. But for BAG, who has been the positive standout player for you, Wing?
In sort of the opposite way. Again, it's very difficult to pick out a true standout for BAG because every single individual has been stepping up.
Yeah.
Until maybe that missed off shot, I would have pointed at someone like Dexy. But I think for me, the player really standing out at the moment is Murky.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I agree.
All over the map, impact everywhere that he has been.
Every time Murky finds a kill, it's a multi-kill.
Yeah, essentially. And if Murky does go down, there is usually someone in position to trade. So it's very good team play and very good individual ability.
Yeah, which is again a great sign for things to come. If our prediction will be correct and they will be moving on with that 3-0 scoreline, who knows who they'll be facing next. So you want all of your players to shoot at all cylinders.
Unfortunately, this tech issue, it's taking a bit longer than expected to resolve. So we could keep talking, but I think people at home don't really want to listen to us yap about the same things over and over again.
Doing a podcast about
So
something else.
you know what? We're going to cut to what is hopefully a quick break. So give you a chance to go, maybe get yourself a drink, get a little bit of food in, because it's getting closer to lunchtime. But yeah, we will cut to a quick break. Hopefully this issue will be resolved very quickly, and we will be bringing you the remainder of BAG versus Ladder Funny.
Hello, Overclockers!
Advantage, you have to buy this.
This is so weird. Wait. Click. What the?
Well, that's crazy.
It shouldn't be possible now. Like,
oh my god. I like it. It's really good. This is really good. Oh, it's super fast. Oh, this is good, bro.
Wow. Release the mouse. I miss the click feeling already.
Oh, it's so light.
This is interesting.
Oh my god.
It's just a linear reflection.
I was telling my teammates, like, you guys need to buy this now.
Feeling it dragged down, that's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and it's man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out. I won't get home. You feel me in without a fight, now floating in the air. When you're looking at me, baby, all this isn't fair. Getting closer, get closer to you. 입술을 깨문 네 모습 보면 내 심장 더 부탄 뛰게 해. 가사 따위 필요도 올라가는 템포 그냥 이대로 가면 vibe check. 밤이 끝나기 전까지 내 곁에 같이 있어줘. 본능적으로 let's get down right now. 머리부터 발끝까지 다 원해 너도 알잖아. Got a million reasons why you're on my mind right now.
머리부터 발끝까지 다 원해 너도 알잖아. Got a million reasons why you're on my mind. I need you. I'm addicted to you. You're very boy. You need a 말이야. I need you. I'm addicted to you. You're very boy. You need a 말이야. When you feel like it's over and nothing else matters, I know you feel so divided. Pick yourself up again and you better start walk, girl. Open up, just let me hear you talk, girl. You have come too far to give it up now, even though it seems there's no way out. Take a look in the mirror now, what do you see? You can be anything you want to be, you know. You will never be alone.
never need much, got myself and my sanity. Got my passions, my talents, my friends and my family. Yeah, we done with the suffer, the pain and the agony. Manifesting this light and I bathe in the clarity. Yeah, the money will follow. One track mind, I be running in mono. Lost track time, like we running in sorrow. Off that line, sprint, nothing is borrow. Always ask and receive, give and get back, watch and pass it to me. Speed past all of the hardest to see. Seen dark, still got my darkest to see. Never living in the sunlight, never winning when the sun bright. Never slipping, always done right. Make a killing in this fun life. So don't look down, forever on job. Won't look round, forever on top. Hold this crown, never look back, man, I way too proud. Never look back, man, I way too wise. Stay in my lane with these same two eyes. In my own league with the same few guys. Man, I say less and we don't say lies. I wanna hear what my fate knows. I never see where my day goes. Feeling all tight like a cane, bro. Tryna make it rain on a payroll. Melancholy feels with this pain, bro. Try live in the present and stay low. Shooting for gold at the rainbow. Moving too cold in this same world. Man, I way too wise. Same two eyes. Same few guys. Don't say lies.
Hello, EPIC47.
Like if you really wanna kind of like a competitive advantage, you have to buy this.
This is so weird. Wait. I click. Oh my god, what the?
Well, that's crazy.
It shouldn't be possible now. Like,
Oh my god.
I like it. It's really good. This is really, really good. Oh, it's super fast. Oh, this is good, bro.
wow. Release the mouse. I miss the click feeling already.
Oh, it's so light.
This is interesting.
Oh my god.
It's just a linear
Wow.
fix.
I was telling my teammates, like, you guys need to buy this now.
let my hair down now. I'ma let my hair down now. Turn the beat up, turn the beat up. I'ma let my hair down now. No, I shouldn't pretend. I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. I'ma let my hair down now. Wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma let you in real close. I know I shouldn't do this right. I'ma do it anyway. I kinda wanna lock this down. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. I shouldn't pretend. I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. I'ma let my hair down now. Wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma let you in real close. I know I shouldn't do this right. I'ma do it anyway. Kinda wanna lock this down. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. 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 I'ma let my hair down now. I'ma let my hair down now. Turn the beat up, turn the beat up. I'ma let my hair down now. No, I shouldn't pretend. I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. I'ma let my hair down now. Wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma let you in real close. I know I shouldn't do this right. I'ma do it anyway. I kinda wanna lock this down. trust my senses. Catch me if I fall. So done with second guessing. You seem to have it all. In loving love for anything emotional too soon. You got my invitation. Now the rest is up to you. Kick it, rendezvous. Make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right. We vibing like Kick it, rendezvous. Make some time for me and you. Get together, you and I. We vibing like feeling kinda tipsy, didn't drink, so I don't get it. I must be high, but I'm just guessing. It's something in the way you talk. I'll show my hand, let's play it out. Putting my heart up on the table. I really trust my senses. Catch me if I fall. So done with second guessing. You seem to have it all. In loving love for anything emotional too soon. You got my invitation. Now the rest is up to you. Kick it, rendezvous. Make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right. We vibing like Kick it, rendezvous. Make some time for me and you. Get together, you and I. We vibing like it's getting kinda personal. I know my inhibitions, I just let them go. Stole my heart just like a criminal. I think it's time you let me know if you wanna kick it, rendezvous. Make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right. We vibing like kick it, rendezvous. Make some time for me and you. Get together, you and I. We vibing like yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, look what you done. Took a living woman and turned her into stone. I guess I should be thankful. You gone 'cause you chew with your mouth full. You, I should've run once I figured out that you can't work your tongue. I guess I should be grateful. You're gone, I mean that shit was painful. Like I said, I'm really glad you're gone, but I'm sad to see what I've become. I was burning like a girl on fire. Then you came around and put it out. You really made me think we were lovers. I let you in and underneath my covers. All I wanted was a hot girl summer, but I'm a cold bitch now, what a bummer. You really played my heart like a drummer. Mentally drained me, kinda like a plumber. All I wanted was a hot girl summer, but I'm a cold bitch now, what a bummer, bummer, yeah. Who you think you are? Literally no one, if we're being honest. I guess you should be thankful. You got to spend time with an angel. You would think about me, dream about me when you're asleep. Then you wake up so empty, so cold, just like me. You really made me think we were lovers. I let you in and underneath my covers. All I wanted was a hot girl summer, but I'm a cold bitch now, what a bummer. You really played my heart like a drummer. Mentally drained me, kinda like a was burning like a girl on fire. Then you came around and put it out. You really made me think we were lovers. I let you in and underneath my covers. All I wanted was a hot girl summer. But I'm a cold bitch now, what a bummer. You really played my heart like a drummer. Mentally drained me, kinda like a plumber. All I wanted was a hot girl summer. But I'm a cold bitch now, what a bummer, bummer, yeah. You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Giving we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home, yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I
cutting edge. Lead it, baby. Let's innovate. Let me lead the way. You prototype. Let's get into things. Let's innovate. I lead the way.
Hello, Every Pocket.
Like if you really wanna kind of like a competitive advantage, you have to buy this.
This is so weird. Wait. You click. Oh my god, what the?
Well, that's crazy.
It shouldn't be possible now. Like,
Oh my god.
Technology.
This is actually crazy. I like it.
It's really good. This is really, really good. Oh, it's super fast. Oh, this is good, bro.
wow.
Release the mouse. I miss the click feeling already.
Oh, it's so light.
This is interesting.
Oh my god.
It's just a linear
Wow.
click.
I was telling my teammates, like, you guys need to buy this now.
Welcome back after the shortest technical break in the history of humanity. Shades of Tier 1 Counter-Strike. We are into this third series of the day, a best of one between Team Ladder and BAG, the Dweg squad, trying to keep their undefeated streak going. We are in the middle of Dust 2, scores looking like 8-2, and we still have a few rounds to play. But when we left off, it was a clutch that we left off with.
It was a high note for Ladder Funny, to be honest. Exactly, a 1 versus 3 clutch attempt. And it, well, paid off. A little bit of a misplay coming out from BAG, but still, you can't take that away from them. And we thought maybe this is the spark that ignites something for Ladder Funny, and then immediately the tech issues come in, and all that momentum goes away. Are they going to be able to recapture that and refine that flame, or is it just going to be a bit of a struggle sound from here on out?
I'm going to go on a prediction here, and I'm going to say this is actually going to be very damaging for them.
Yeah.
I think a team with the side, of the caliber of BAG will definitely be able to navigate these waters a lot better than Ladder Funny, who has considerably less experience, at least as far as we know. So yeah, I'm expecting BAG to kind of come in swinging and finish this one quickly. Of course, there's another pistol that we will be seeing after the next 2 gun rounds. So maybe there is what Ladder Funny could stop this momentum, halt the progression from BAG. But if I were to predict right now, I wouldn't even be surprised if this were to finish at 13-2.
I wouldn't be that surprised either. I think maybe Ladder Funny do have a couple, 2 or 3 more rounds left in them if they are able to refine that spark. But this should be BAG closing this one out, hopefully relatively soon, because we're eating into our lunch break, man. I haven't eaten something. I'm hungry.
I feel you, man. We are jumping straight into it. I think we are already underway with round 11. Let's see if we're going to see any AWPs for LF. That's the big question on everybody's mind. We have seen Losty using the AWP to various degrees of success throughout the first 10 rounds.
Yeah, and obviously Murky does have an AWP in hand as well. I believe he's just dropped it over to Dexy. That or they will be double AWPing. But I think two players spotted on the cross, but Losty. Oh, I think he spotted them on the cross, but I don't know if it's been commed across as of yet. Dweg on B here does have the support of Nem. But all the players for Ladder Funny that were in the tunnels have diverted themselves back into lower. Mid, for the most part, left open right now. Held very passively by Dexy, posted up on short, and now Murky rotating back in towards the doors, just to try and hold off any incision from the T side.
Wait, did you see there's a double op setup for B?
Yeah, I did notice that. Both of them playing over towards the A side of the map as well. So Murky has doubled back to try and hold mid. An early double AWP A. An interesting gambit coming out from BAG. Dexy does take a decent amount of damage from Echo Angel, but does recover to get that kill onto Walton.
It's actually going to be a double up reveal that Murky has the second AWP, and this is kind of what we predicted. Ooh, Dexy, that's a wallbang headshot. Oh, tagged by the opponent, AWP of Losty, but now Losty is alone in a 1v5. I don't even know what the name of the game is here, but I like double up setup, walking into Murky's crosshair to finish things off. And this is what I was expecting BAG to change things up, just to kind of start cruising through the last final rounds of this map.
Yeah, and also Dexy, that second shot, absolutely beautiful, making up for that mistake in the previous round. Obviously missing that shot that led to that 1 versus 2 closer. Yep. So, immediately putting that out the back of his mind.
15 and 6 here for Murky, I believe might be topping the scoreboard.
Yeah, definitely towards the top end if he is not. Had a funny, a bit of a Hail Mary here. Messy by SMGs.
SMGs, but Echo Angel has 4,000 in the bank. And Echo Angel will now die. So definitely can't go back to spawn to reinvest in it. Utility coming in. Dexy is getting aggressive. Was hurt by the smoke tag, but Dexy gets the kill and gets out. Yeah, did it plug in the headphones?
Yeah, tucking in through the smoke as well. It's just a little bit of miscoordination coming out of Ladder Funny, something we have seen pretty much all series long. BAG stamping their authority after this little break. And Ladder Funny, they're so disjointed right now, so split up. I don't know how they're going to be able to break through that. An avenue has opened up over towards the A site. Exco could get a timing, but Nem is now retreating back to try and cover this potential short push. He is now spotted out. Exco doesn't connect the shot. That was a great opportunity for Ladder Funny to get back into this, but unfortunately it has gone by the wayside. Bomb still over towards long. 40 seconds remaining on the clock here. Ladder Funny do need to make a decision about what they plan to do. Murky missed shot. Another opportunity for Exco, but not capitalizing once again.
It was just a bait there. Dweg was playing behind double doors. Newdog will find the kill.
Yeah, he needs to find the second one as well, because that is a bomb locked out towards long. Newdog does actually lose the fight, so it has to be Losty, but only with 15 seconds remaining. It is going to be BAG moving on to double digits at the half.
And it is Murky topping the scoreboard like we predicted. Newdog in second, actually. I didn't notice got up there with 13 kills. For the side of Ladder Funny, it is Echo Angel at the bottom with those 3 kills that granted them one of the 2 round victories.
I mean, 4 if you count the team kill as well.
That is true. I mean, why is it not 2? Come on, it used to be minus kills back in my day.
Back in my day.
Those are some handsome names right there. This game's casted by yours truly and Wing, of course. Pistol round coming up next. Is it 5 USBs? Oh my goodness, before pushing.
2 through lower, 2 through upper mid. This is very interesting. BAG do have completely open a bomb site right now, and the bomb has made its way out long already. Murky is going to get a surprise of his life here in lower, able to get the first onto Echo Angel and is aware of the position of the second player as well. Shaq pushing up through the upper tunnels as well. Murky, Murky! Crisp, clean headshots on the USP. 4 in the round already. Let him get the ace. Exco, complete other side of the map inside of T-Spawn, and you can see Murky going hunting now. Them's going to try and let him have it. There we go, Murky. Get yourself an ace. Up to 20-6 right now. And BAG, they have not let their foot off the gas since we've come back to this game.
Incredible work from Murky, and slightly disappointing there from Shaq. An opportunity to shut down that early in its tracks, but a couple of missed shots on the head from the side. And BAG are now stomping over the bodies of LF.
Yeah, a lot of funny. Just unfortunately, they have been thoroughly outclassed today. Have dealt BAG their worst performance so far. 2 rounds going against the British Aussie gang, but unfortunately, 2 rounds is more than likely what's going to end up as. Oh, and that's Losty has something to say about it. The USP tap does take down Dweg, but unfortunately, that's looking like it's going to be it. Although Exco will pick off Murky as well. Okay, Nova power.
Yes, Walton.
Yeah.
Step up.
Picks up the MP5 as well. It is two upgraded weapons here. Dexy playing very close to the smoke. There's no flash to knock him off of the angle, but Walton with the clean spam. I don't know if he saw Dexy through the edge of the smoke, but it's all going to be on Nuke Dog here.
AK headshot comes in first, second.
Oh, he's showboating, but he needs to still convert this kill. AK versus AK, but Nuke Dog triumphs. We said we hadn't really noticed him. He's been quietly going about his business, but he has been another one of the players really stepping up for BAG, and the showboating on those one taps as well.
I mean, you know, showboating is efficient when you get the kills like the Walton one. The second one, when you miss, what was it, like 7 bullets before you got the kill, or not as impressive. Slightly sad for Exco to not find that kill there. Would have been a great third down for LF, but now they will have the money. Remember, that was a partial buy. Losty finds the opening with GWP.
Yeah, first time winning that duel out in mid. Exco actually getting the kill onto Dweg as well. Is able to tuck himself back into the pit, but a position has been noted. Utility is going to be there to try and flush him out. Still lingering around for now.
Walton with a nice headshot.
Yeah, just a bang. Yeah, now BAG, it's just these 2 players out towards long in a 2 versus 5. Exco going a bit adventurous there, will be picked off by Dexy, but with 2 bodies noted, that has allowed the gap to be closed here by Walton. Long has exiting back through long doors is no longer an option really for BAG. They are going to be forced into this 3-man stack, and we do see the bomb making its way over to the cross. Murky trying to take the shots at range as Dexy begins his crawl. Echo Angel, very interesting angle there, holding the flashbang. Does get tossed up to a teammate, and Dexy uses that moment to capitalize. Dexy and Murky slaughtering the defense. And now it is just the long player of Walton. Murky not able to shut him down, so we do get into this 1 versus 1. Walton spamming, not quite enough to finish off Dexy. 13 points of health and a dream, and the switch to the util is going to be the moment that Dexy strikes. The British Aussie gang continue their 100% start here on Dust 2. 13-2 victors, despite that Dweg jump and the missed Molotov.
Yeah, a pretty good statement here from the British Aussie gang. They did lose their undefeated round streak. You know, I think they could have won this as the first, you know, realistically speaking, they could have continued their momentum. It's still gonna keep running it on, but you know, statistically, it would have looked nice to have a full clean sheet after 3 rounds of play. Well, 2 rounds of play and 1 bye. But Ladder First, I think they've had quite a few strong points, and I think we should probably be focusing on those ones, and they should do the same. They're like, oh wow, this is what we're doing right. Let's keep building onto this, and all of the other stuff, let's leave behind us as we move on to the tournament. Only round 3. It is not too late for either of these 2 teams to still have a good run this weekend.
Yeah, and as you said, Ladder Funny, there are definitely positives in their game plan. They clearly have the mechanical ability for the most part. It is just a little bit of team play, a little bit of coordination, and that stuff, that can be worked on. You can get through that in a weekend, and this is, as we say, potentially a learning experience for these Ladder Funny players. There are lessons to be taken away from this. Even against a strong opposition, the fact you were still able to get a couple of rounds, a few little highlight rounds as well, that you can leave with a smile on your face despite the scoreline.
And even though a lot of rounds you lost, like the last round, it was a 1-versus-1 clutch, so it wasn't a complete stomp, right? Some of them would come into these 1v1, 2v2 scenarios that, yes, you would get surprised by, but there were moments when you managed to convert it. So I hope they're going to continue playing some beautiful Counter-Strike for the rest of the weekend wing. But now looking at, the favorites, that they convert the victory 13-2. Seeing the play from the likes of Murky and Dexy and, everybody else, including that Dweg, do you think this is a team that has the potential to pull off some upsets on their trajectory to the playoffs and maybe even further?
I think there is a ceiling to this team, to be brutally honest. I think there are teams that I do not think they should be beating, but they are definitely able to make a decent playoff run in my eyes. Like, maybe not get to the latter HLTV stages of the event, but they can definitely claim a scalp or two that maybe you would have thought would be out of their reach.
So having this team facing not on the HLTV stages, but the HLTV team, how would you think they would fare in that matchup?
I think that's when maybe some of the weaknesses would begin to be exposed with the BAG side.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Where would you place them? Like, if you were to give them a power ranking out of the 37 teams, they've already, have 3 victories, so they're at least 35th.
I would say on the lower ends of the top 10, to be honest.
Really?
I would say that 29 average. Admittedly, they've not had the strongest of seasons individually, are failing to qualify for UKIC Masters, despite attending all 4 open qualifiers. That is going to be a bit of a disappointment for them. And then obviously Zetarato not going to be here at this event. Dweg standing in, potentially that lack of consistent team play may be a bit of a weakness, but you cannot take away from the fact that they have been a very strong core in the UK for a very long time, and that experience, that's going to do them wonders.
Well, thank you for that, Wing. I think that's probably going to be the end for this series. We're going to send it to the lunch break. And then we will return with more best of 1 actions, and we will see Wing in a few hours going for the first playoff match. I'm giving the people at home a little spoiler. He will be taking on the first playoff match, best of 3 tonight. So
and you'll be enjoying the pub quiz, won't you?
Absolutely,
Jealous.
you know me. we'll get it next time. Don't worry. That's it. 13-2 victory for the British Aussie gang, and they move on, keeping their undefeated streak. And we will see you after a break.